All right, I'm going to show you guys a couple different ways how to do prime factorization. Just kind of like the simple steps what we've been doing. So this first, I'm going to use the number 60. I'm going to show you a couple different ways how to do it, doing our factor tree. So the first obvious thing, I always want to try to pull out our prime number first. And prime, of course, is a number that multiplies, when it multiplies by 1 in itself. So since 60, I know is an even number. I know the number 2 goes into 60. So I'm going to pull 2 out, okay? So in this situation, it's what does 2 multiply by to make 60, or 60 divided by 2 will give me that number. So 60 divided by 2 is 30, okay? Since 2 is already prime, I already have that number pulled out, okay? But now I have to break down 30. So in this situation, I know 30 is also an even number, so I can do 2 again. Okay, then 30 divided by 2 will give me this answer. 30 divided by 2 is 15. Okay, I have another prime. Now I have 15. I need to break this number down. Now 15 is odd, so obviously 2 won't work. But I know that because the number ends with a 5 or a 0, that the number 5 will go into it. So let me pull out 5. Okay, so 15 divided by 5 is 3. 5 and 3 are both prime numbers. Okay, so now I have all my primes. I can't break anything else down. I need to write it in a list. And remember, I always write in order. So 2 times 2, excuse my little number 2. 3 is the next number. And then I have 1, 5. Okay, now when we're dealing with exponents, right? If we have more than one of whatever the number is, we create an exponent. So I have 2 2's, and then I just bring everything else down. Okay, times 3 times 5. Okay, and this would be my final answer. Another thing that we can do that I know sometimes maybe you may not know what the prime number is or what to pull out, but the other thing you can do is kind of some obvious stuff. So 60, right? You might know that it's a 10, or just the number 6 in general, because there's a 6 here. But let's pull out a 10 because we know 60 is multiples of 10, okay? So if I have a 10 here, okay, 60 divided by 10, all right, is 6. So this times this, so 10 times 6 is 60, right? That's what's there. But now I have 2 numbers I need to break down, okay? I have 10 first. So 10 is a number that has a 0 or a 5. So I would use 5 as a multiple, right? 10 divided by 5 is 2, okay? And remember to keep these separate. Sometimes I see these 2 lines that are coming down sharing the same number, and you don't want to do that, okay? So you want to have, now we're going to go with 6. So what 2 factors are with 6? And you guys should know, right? 2 times 3 is 6. So here I have all my prime numbers again. Okay, I factored it down with the factor tree. Okay, but now I want to put them in order. So I have 2 times 2 times 3 times 5. Okay, and then again, when you want to consolidate, when we have multiple factor or a factor is more than one of that factor, we want to use our exponents. Okay, so I have 2 squared times 3 times 5. Because 2 squared, right, exponents just mean 2 times 2. Okay, so we're just making it smaller. Now on this last one, what I want to show you is the upside down kind of factoring that we did before. So it's just like a division problem, right? If you have 25 divided by 5, right? So it's just like that. So 25 divided by 5 is 5. So it's telling you these numbers on the outside multiply together to give you the inside number. So 5 times 5 is 25, okay? So if you do this upside down factor tree, so in this case, right, but we're gonna use whatever number we wanna use, okay? Now I know that this is an even number, I'm gonna use 2 again, Okay, let's just go with 2. So I use the number 2, right? So 60 divided by 2 is what? What's the answer? Okay, so which that would be 30. So think about it. You see how it's upside down, right? So we have 60 divided by 2 is 30, right? It's upside down. That's why we call it the upside down division, or upside down factor tree, factor division. But now I got to keep going. So I know I pulled this prime number out, but I'm going to keep going. I'm going to divide again. Okay, I can divide by 2 again because it's an even number. Okay, and then 30 divided by 2 is 15. All right, there's my prime number. Now I'm going to divide 15 again. Okay, there's a 5. It's a multiples of 5 there. 15 divided by 5 is 3. Okay, now I have my prime numbers again. I'm going to write my sentence in order. 2 times 2 times 3 times 5. And then to consolidate with exponents, you're going to go 2 squared times 3 times 5. So there you have it.